What is up, guys? Casey here, and this is episode 5 of our social media app. We'll be finishing some of the parts for our messaging VC, and we should be getting pretty far along today. Hopefully there's not too many episodes. If you guys haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. In the last video, we were working on getting our message part of the app set up. So in the last video, if you leave it all the same, it should work. You may want to mess around with constraints. That's up to you, your preference in the app. But let's get right into the message cell.swift file. First things first, we need to import Swift keychain wrapper. Perfect. Now we're going to need a couple IB outlets, okay? So at IB outlet, weak var received message label. It's going to be of type UI label. And then at IB outlet weak var received message view. And that's going to be a UI view. And then at IB outlet weak var sent message label. And at IB outlet weak var sent message view. What's up, UI view? Awesome. And then var message. That's going to be of type message. And we need var current user. That's going to equal keychain wrapper dot standard dot string for key, and it's going to be UID. Awesome, awesome. Now we're going to create our config function. Func config cell message, type message. Now let's look at the message file again. Alright, yeah, we got that all set up, so we're good there. We can say self.message equals message. And then if message.sender is equal to current user, so if the person that sent the message is the current user, we're going to say, we'll be calling a function, okay? And then otherwise, we are going to call a different function. I think in here we can just say sent message dot sent message view. So in here, sent message view dot is hidden equals false. Okay, and then sent message view dot or label dot text is going to equal message dot message. Okay, and then our received message label dot text is going to equal nothing, and received message label dot is hidden is going to equal true. Okay, and now if you want to, you can just copy this and then paste it in the else statement, and we're going to change where it says false to true, and then where it says true to false, and then where it says message.message, we're going to put empty, and then paste message on the other one. Okay, that is all we have to do there. And now let's head to our message VC, if that's the right one. We haven't created our load data function. Well, let's go to the main storyboard and let's link up this stuff. So the cell, click on the table view cell, and I don't know if we set up its class yet. So the class here is going to be messages cell. Okay. Now if you right click over here, you will see receive message label. So a received message label is on that side, and then our received message view is on this side, and then our sent message label is the other side, and our received message view is also on the other side. Awesome, awesome. So make sure that you have those on the right sides. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Now we should be pretty much done there. If we head to message VC, now let's start to get this stuff finished up. Okay, so we called it config cell. So maybe we just need to build this right here because that is correct. Okay, so our error now is not in the config part, which is good. Now I think we just need to load the data, add a couple more functions, but other than that we should be pretty much good. We have all the table view functions in. Okay. Yeah, let's create this load data function down here. So func load data, and we're going to say FIR database dot reference dot child messages dot child message ID dot observe, and then we're going to say dot value, and then with, and then we're throwing here snapshot, in, and then enter. Okay, so down here we're going to say if let snapshot equals snapshot dot children dot all objects as an array of FIR database snapshot, FIR data snapshot. There we go. We're going to say self. So now we need to create our IB action. Func, this is going to be when someone presses the send button. So send pressed. Okay. And we're going to say, first off, we'll need to dismiss the keyboard, but we haven't created that function. So let's create the dismiss keyboard function. Well, I guess while we're at that, since we have to be typing, let's just create all the functions for that. So head up to view did load, and here at the bottom, we're gonna have a notification center dot default dot add observer, and this is gonna be self. The selector will be hashtag selector, and then it's gonna be our keyboard will show. We have to create that function. Keyboard will show, and then tab. Oh, the name will be ns notification dot name dot UI keyboard will show. Awesome. and then object is going to be nil. Okay, now let's just copy this one more time. Copy and paste it down here. And instead of will show, we're going to change that to will hide. And then dot will, or in the name, it'll be UI keyboard will hide. Okay. And then underneath that, we need to say let tap equal UI tap gesture recognizer. Target is going to be self, and then the action will be selector, will be dismiss keyboard, which we haven't created this function either. And then view dot add gesture recognizer, and this is going to be tap. Okay, and then dispatch queue. Okay, dot main dot async after, we're just like this one with the execute void, so we can do a completion, and then the deadline is going to be dot now, and the execution wait a second, it's a deadline now. I'm gonna say, oh, plus dot millisecond. Okay, let's delete this stuff at the end right now. All right, so we just need the deadline one right now, and then we're gonna say dot millisecond, milliseconds, and then 300. Okay, perfect. And then our execution is going to be self.move to bottom, which we haven't created that function yet. Okay, and that's talking about moving to the bottom of the table view, because you want to see the latest posts. We have to create all these functions. It will take a little bit, not too long. So first thing we want to create is our function for the keyboard will show. So func keyboard will show, notify, type ns and notification. And we're going to say if let keyboard size equals notify dot user info dot UI not dot user info UI keyboard keyboard frame begin user info. Okay, and then we're going to say as an ns value. Perfect. And then we're going to say dot cg rect value. Okay, and then if that is true, if self dot view dot frame dot y is not equal to 0, then continue. Self dot view dot frame dot origin dot y plus equal keyboard size dot height. Okay, so that is all good. We can build that. Let's autocomplete this stuff. Insert a question mark. That's fine. Oh, frame.origin. So self.view.frame.origin.y is not equal to 0. Okay, so now up here. Oh, did I spell it wrong or something? Keyboard will show. Oh, no. Don't do that, because we need to create the keyboard will hide. So underneath keyboard will show, you can actually copy this, paste it again, and instead of will show, say will hide, and then everything is the same. Did I say? So actually on the will show, this needs to be equal to 0. So 2 equals. And then it's going to be minus equal. And then you can leave the will hide the same. So we're good there. And then we need to create dismiss keyboard. So func dismiss keyboard. We're just going to say view.end editing true. Awesome. I think that's all the Alright, we need to create move to a bottom function. We got it down here. Okay, so now the func move to a bottom. We're going to say if messages.count is less or greater than 0. So if we do have messages, we're going to say let index path equal index path I'm going to say here row. Oh, no. Capital index. Index path. We're going to say row. Oh. Okay, it'll be row section. And the row is going to be messages.count. And then the section will be 0. And this section will be messages.count minus 1. And then table view dot scroll to roll at index path at dot bottom animated false. I mean, you can animate it if you want to. Animations are cool. I just don't want to. I want it to be like quicker for the users, so I just said false there. But our move to bottom function is good. Everything is good. The send press function is good there. Alright, so here we just need to dismiss the keyboard when someone presses the send button. And then we're going to say if message field.text is not equal to nil, and our message field.text is not equal to nothing or empty, then we can proceed. So we're going to say if the message ID message ID is not equal to nil. Okay, or no, we're going to say if message ID is equal to nil first off, and then we'll do the other one. We're going to say let post of type dictionary. It's going to be a string, comma, any object. Okay, it's going to equal an array. We can end that array right there, and we're going to say here message, and then message field dot text as any object, and then comma, and then we're going to have our sender, and this is going to be recipient. Okay, and this is going to be as any object. Perfect. I think that's it. There, and then just copy this and paste it again, and we're going to say let message instead of post, and we're going to say here last message, and that's going to equal message field dot text as any object, and then it's going to be recipient, and that's going to be recipient as any object. Perfect. And then we're going to say paste that again, and this is going to be recipient message. We need the last message and then the recipient. Okay. And here on the recipient message, it's going to be current user instead of the recipient. Okie dokie. Now, underneath here, let's see. Well, basically, there's like a principle. It's called the DRI Principle, and it stands for don't repeat yourself. And in this next step, I'm kind of repeating myself, not 100%, but if you want, you can figure out a way that it's not as repetitive. I encourage you guys to do that, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do this. So message ID equals FIR database dot reference dot child, and child is going to be messages dot child by auto ID dot key, and then we're going to say let Firebase message equal fire database dot reference dot child, not by auto ID. I love autocomplete. Sometimes it don't work the way you want it. And then this is also gonna be messages tab dot child, and this is gonna be message ID, and then it's gonna be dot child by auto ID. Yep. Okay, and then we're just gonna say Firebase message dot set value, and that's gonna be post, which is our first one. Yeah. Okay, and then we got to do this 2 more times. Yeah. So basically, if you want, you can just copy this code. I think, yeah, you can just okay, copy this code right here, and then just paste it. and then we're going to change fire message to user message, and then it's going to be Firebase database. This is going to be a user dot child will be recipient, and then dot child and this child is going to be messages. I think. And then we can delete this last one. It's going to be dot child, and this child is going to be the message ID. This is actually going to be the recipient message. And then just copy that and paste it right there. And then copy this one more time. Copy. But for recipient message, the set value will be recipient message. So I think that's right, yeah. Let's build that and make sure. So basically I just have to misspell recipient. I just have to change the value. So these two, and then dot set. There we go. And then the bottom one is going to be a user message. Okay. And then this can be, of course, user message. And users. And then dot current user.
Thank you guys so much for watching the entire video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have any comments, concerns, maybe you want me to do something extra, maybe you want me to do something, take something out of the videos, please leave that in a comment below. Your guys' comments mean a lot to me. It lets me know what you guys want in future videos, what you guys don't like, because I'm working for you guys. I'm making content for you guys so you guys learn how to code. And yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff coming up. WWDC, and then I'm going to be releasing a course on Swift 4, and then I'll be doing a beginner coding course, intermediate coding course. I'm not going to do advanced because that's just like too complicated, but at intermediate you'll be able to code apps like iCode in the YouTube channel by yourself. You'll know how to do all that stuff. But yeah, that stuff's coming up here soon. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you guys.